Platteview High School Concert and Marching Band is a fundamental part of school culture and student life, with about a quarter of the student body involved. Band director Mr. Lair, who has been teaching band at Platteview for 20 years, drum major Elise Lutz, and percussionist Nick Merrill give their input on what makes band so special and worth dedicating so much time towards.
Why do you like teaching band? What drew you to it?
Well, it's never the same. I started college to be a math major. I was going to be the next Mr. Hop, if you will, and I just got to where I couldn't see myself doing the same thing year after year. So I guess in a way we do the same thing every year, but we do it with different material, and there's always a different outlook for the band. So
I think ever since I knew drum major was a position, I wanted it because, when I was a little kid watching marching bands at football games, I would see the drum major and be like, oh man, that looks fun. And I didn't know what it was at the time. But then when I got into junior high and high school band, I really looked up to the drum majors and I thought they had a cool job, so I applied.
I decided to take band because when I was in 4th grade, we had the option to take band. We did an open house and I walked up to the snare drum, and the person who was doing the open house played some rhythms for me. And then I played them exactly how she played them. So from there on, I just loved it so much that I kept going. What
successes has the band had so far this year?
Well, we marched in the summer parade in June for Springfield Days. The Sarpy County Fair Parade got rained out, or at least our part of it did. And I think it's a big success that last week at the first home football game we were able to take the field. We don't do that very often. So
I really enjoy watching the band from the beginning of the season towards the end really improve, and especially when underclassmen come in and they're just starting out marching, and everyone starts out marching horribly, but it's awesome to watch people improve from the beginning of the year to the end.
Yes, I love marching band. Honestly, I think it's one of the best parts of the year because just we get to travel with each other and just hang out with each other. Concert band is a lot of fun because you don't really get that whole aspect. It's more theatrical rather than just being straight out on a field and playing music. There's a lot more minimalist aspects to it because you can have certain different percussion instruments playing different parts just to add more effect to the song.
Well, I want to see the kids do their very best. We've got a great start for the show, and my goal is always to make sure we don't leave anything out there on the field. We've done our best when we hit the end of the season. It's that way for concert band as well, and jazz band. We're thinking about taking the jazz band on a trip this year to compete in Branson, and so it'll be fun to see if that comes together for us or not.
I think I'm most excited for competitions because that's when it really matters. When you're out during early morning band and it's cold and maybe the wind is blowing, that's not really the best time. The time that really counts is when you're at state, you're at competition, and I'm really just excited to see how much we improve from the first day of band camp to our last competition.
What have you enjoyed the most about the senior class the last 6 or 7 years?
Oh, their sense of humor. Definitely their sense of humor.
Nice.
And their appreciation of my sense of humor.
Nice.
Come check us out at Lincoln High School on October 6th. The time is TBA, but it's October 6th at Lincoln High School.
From marching and playing at varsity football games, enjoying the seniors and Mr. Lair's sense of humor, and performing competitively as well as for typical concerts, Platteview Band is marching towards a great season.